Recording. Hi, and welcome to my first YouTube video. Yes, this is the Indy Marathon 2024 late recap. It's hard to be able to keep a school life and also an editing life. And I wanted to dedicate as much time as I could to it to get the best quality. Yes, the videos are from before the race and after. It's more of a documentary style, but I'm sure you'll like it if you stick around. Thank you and enjoy.
Good job, let's go.
You know, I'm still yet to wonder how some runners don't like coffee. I love coffee. Got some decaf coffee right now. I want to sleep. It's 9:31 p.m. Tuesday, November 12th. Anyways, 4 days as a marathon. Well, 4 days for me. I don't know when I'm gonna post this. I've never really edited. I guess I could start with saying welcome. It's my first YouTube video ever. I guess I started getting more confident with recording. You know, I didn't really record too much, but with the Chicago Marathon prep and the Milwaukee Marathon prep, I recorded a little bit more. Indy prep, I did record more at a larger scale. I posted way much more. I know I probably got some of you guys tired, and I'm sure I'm motivating one of you guys at least out there. And just posting videos, I hope I could just spread it and documenting and seeing my progress from a Chicago Marathon up to Indy Marathon, a 1 year difference. And in a year, I shaved off almost an hour. Did we get the sub 4? No. It was a risk. But I know I would have walked away questioning myself if I had it in me to get sub 4. And so let's recap from Thursday to Saturday. Thursday pretty much was, I guess for me, an official day. It's a carb load. So I started carb loading Monday, not too much, but I did add Valium because I did not want to cramp up too much and I just wanted to have a lot of energy. Wake up, got to class, got back, and just knocked out some homework. Then I went over and ate at an Italian restaurant with the priest. Caught up with him. I haven't seen him in a while. Pretty much I had some pasta. It was a good portion, honestly. And obviously I was like, I'm gonna have pasta because why not? Came back, met up with some friends to knock out this project that we had to do. Then I headed over to the expo. The expo, I guess, was just a start to my nerves. It was the start to the stomach feeling that you get when you're gonna go on a roller coaster and you're at the top and you're like, shoot, it's here, right? Like, that's the feeling that I started getting. Just walking in there, just looking at everything, I'm like, the time has come. The time has come to lay out your training that you've done and to give it all on Saturday. And so I picked up my bib. Then I got back to my apartment, ate some, if you ever tried Cheesecake Factory bread, plain bread, brown bread. And so I bought some. I was just eating that. I had a bagel at night, pretzels as a snack, and I was just carb loading. And that's Thursday.
Hey Siri, turn on the light.
Friday. I was supposed to wake up at 7:30, but I ended up waking up like at 6:45. I guess I couldn't really sleep. Waking up knowing that tomorrow, when you wake up, you're gonna be waking up early. You're gonna be waking up with nerves. You're gonna be waking up to the realistic life that you've been training for. And so I just got up, made myself some coffee, just sat down and had some croissants. Started thinking mostly, just trying to see how tomorrow's gonna go. And I'll be honest with you, I was still in that position where I was like, I don't know if I can go sub 4. And I was just thinking, I could go 4:15, I know that. But part of me wanted to go sub 4. But we'll talk about that Saturday. But I just, like I said, just sat there, thought about everything that I've done during this prep. And then I just went out to do a shakeout run, a 3-mile shakeout run. Didn't really record much because I really just wanted to just enjoy the running. But yeah, then I did that, had to rush back on the scooter. I left on the scooter as well because it's like a mile from my apartment to where we were meeting up. So I wanted to be off my feet as much for that day. Little did I know I was gonna end up doing a total of walking and running 7 miles. Had to come back because I had to go to class. Went to class, came back, ate. I ate some chicken. I was really craving chicken. And then I did a little bit of studying, but I really couldn't study. I was just so nervous about the marathon. And I was just like thinking of what I'm gonna do tomorrow and what's the plan for tomorrow. And so I didn't even study, and I had for the calc midterm, and it is what it is. It wasn't that hard either way. So I came back, did some more homework because I didn't want to do homework over the weekend. After that, I went to Chipotle, got a burrito. It was about like 130 grams of carbs, I think. Pretty good. So I was fine with that. That's the only thing I ate for the rest of the day, actually. Then after I finished my burrito, and I headed over to Walgreens, got the KT tape for my ankle. No, well, actually I didn't come back. I went straight to pick up my mom from the bus station. Came back, showered, got ready to bed. I put the air mattress on here because I was gonna be in the kitchen mostly on Saturday. So I just slept here on the air mattress and went to bed at about 9. The goal was 9. I ended up sleeping at like 9:30. So now, race day. I woke up and it was like, I still did not know if I wanted sub 4 or sub 4:15. The thing about that was that I was like, I did lose a lot of miles. I lost in total about like 90 miles of training because I had to lose a lot of miles to recover because of my ankle. And yet I didn't fully recover, but I still had to go along with the plan. And so that's why I was like, I don't know if I can get sub 4 with the training I've done. I knew a sub 4:15 was almost guaranteed, like I said, because looking off my stats and looking off everything, if I kept about almost the pace that I did for half marathon in October, it would have been possible. And I felt fine that race. I felt so good. And obviously now my ankle was not hurting, really, still was. And I didn't know how that was going to respond as well. So that's why I was like, I don't know. But ultimately, like an hour before the race, I was like, we're going to do sub 4 attempt. And so, yeah, I woke up the morning, I got some coffee, got a banana to just digest everything, and then I had a bagel, and then I peeled up with 2 scoops of G1M Sport from BPN. Fruit punch is my go-to flavor. Fueled up with that, and then I had a half of a Go bar. My stomach wasn't craving the Go bar too much, but I knew I had to get a little bit more carbs in. That put me to like about 120 grams of carbs before the race, and I was still gonna take the Go gel at the start line. And so once I just digested everything, I got ready, put my bib on, my shirt, shorts, taped up my ankle. My mom helped me on that. Put on the socks and was out the door. I get to the start line and it's like, I wasn't nervous, but I just felt something. It was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna get sub 4, right? And it was just that moment of thinking, and I was like, do we really think we can get sub 4? And I was like, I think we can. We might have a chance. And so as it went on my music and was just like soaking up the moments before the race. And then at 8 o'clock, the lead runners went out. And then like a couple minutes after, wave A went out. At 8:05, wave B went out. That was wave C. Then 8:10 came and race started. Alright, so this is a different video because I did not like the other video that I took. It wasn't the quality that it needed. I'd rather redo it, have a better idea, better quality, and just go along with it. So practically I'm just going to break down my miles and how it went for me and how I felt throughout the journey of the race. So I'll put the splits on the screen as well. Like I said, it was hard to not go out fast, right? That's something that I did the first marathon. This marathon, I went out a little bit fast. I thought I was going slow, so I looked at my watch and I was like, I need to slow down. So you can see first mile was at 10:31. Then mile 2, I brought it down a little bit just because I did want to get down to like 9. 2.5, I see my mom for the first time. From mile 1 to 6 are all negative splits. And my biggest one was from 2 to 3. I dropped 33 seconds, which isn't bad, but I think it could have stayed at least at that 10-ish pace for the next mile. Mile 4, that's when I saw the sub 4:15 group pass me. And I don't know, I just wanted to catch up to them too. So that's why I started getting faster, and I was like, I need to start dropping the splits if I'm going to want to get sub 4. Mile 4 to 5 also was a big jump from 9:47 to 9:28. Pretty much stayed like that throughout the race. The next set of miles, mile 7 to half marathon. At mile 7, that's when I caught up again to the sub 4:15 pace, but I was behind them for like a mile almost. miles. And then I was like, no, I want to go past them. And so I did. Mile 9, I passed them for a little bit longer. And yeah, I could have stayed with them, and I think I should have stayed with them. I don't know, I got nervous. I was like, if I stay with them, I don't know if I'm gonna get sub 4. So I passed them. Mile 10 came, same pace. Mile 11 comes. Now that was a positive split. Half marathon comes, and as you could see, kept about a 9:10 pace. I was looking at my watch, and I was like, okay, we're like at 2:04, and I felt great. I just wanted to go faster. I had sub 4 envisioned since July. Actually, I had it envisioned since after Milwaukee Marathon. Heart rate pretty much was the same from mile 10 to half marathon, 181, and I was just feeling great. Now, after that, I told myself that I was gonna speed it up to be able to get that sub 4. Second half of the race, mile 14 to 21. The mile 14, immediately I was like, okay, we're gonna drop the splits. So I went to a 9:05. After that, I got a positive split from a 9:09, 15, still felt good. And then mile 16, I think is where it really slowed down, but that was mostly because of the hill. As you can see, it was 32 feet of elevation, which I trained for. I was happy with. I'm happy with the splits based off the elevation. I was still feeling good. Obviously, the heart rate was getting up there now. Mile 17, I got back to, it was still a little bit of elevation, but I got back to the normal pace, 9:11. And then same as mile 18, 9:13. At mile 19, we lost a lot of elevation. I felt a little going faster, but as soon as I got out of the elevation from mile 19, I felt sub 4 slip. And as you could tell by the split of mile 20, it slipped out of my hands. I honestly just was like, I'm not gonna get it. And I just take out my headphones at that point and just put them on, and I'm just listening to music. Mile 21, got back in the rhythm. Mile 22, that's when I walked for the first time. And I didn't walk because I was cramping. I walked because my feet were not feeling it anymore. I picked it up again though at mile 23, 11:34, pretty slow. Mile 23 to 24, still a negative split. I went back down to a 10:11, kept running. Mile 25, I felt my first cramp. I'm so proud that I didn't feel any cramps prior to that. That's how I know I carved up well. Obviously I walked again. But yeah, mile 26 comes, and I saw the 4:15 group pass me. I was like, we're not gonna get 4:15. And I knew of the risk, and I wasn't mad about it. I'm happy that I took the risk. And I just kept going, made that turn on New York Street. That's where I saw my mom actually. And then as I'm running on New York, I made that turn on Capitol. I really felt it there. I just wanted to stop. But remember all the training that I did, how long it took me to get here, make that last turn on Washington. When I made that turn, I looked at my watch, 4:19:23. I think we can get sub 4:20. There's a chance. At least get that. And so I just run as fast as I had in my life. And I did. I crossed it. I crossed it at 4:19:52. I think. I don't remember, but I'm glad. I think that was the last bit of motivation that really helped me when I looked at my watch. And so we finished the race. I'm just walking in there, and then all of a sudden I just start bawling my eyes out. It was a rough prep for me. I trained for this since July. I was everywhere. I trained back home. I had to deal with moving to college, and I had to deal with adapting to a new routine. Got my medal, saw my dad, saw my mom. That was the end to that prep. After that, I ended up just getting my last medal. I wish I had my medals right now to show. Here's the picture of it. That medal was for running greater than 26.2 miles, which I ran the half marathon 13.1. Running the marathon was 26.2. So I got that medal because of that. Now you may be wondering, what's my next race? What's next for me? I don't know. I lost my love for running that I want to get back to. Why I lost it might be because I jumped from marathon to marathon to marathon without allowing myself to rest and just go out and run for fun. So I want to find my love for running back and be able to then hop into another marathon. I also want to focus on my studies. I should primarily focus on my study. I love what I'm studying, coding. I love that. I love editing too, but I obviously should not be prioritizing that. But yeah, that's what's next. Find my love for running. Once I find it back, we'll be back for sub 4. And thank you for watching if you watched the whole thing. Like I said, this is my first video. Please be patient with me if the quality isn't the best or some parts are just not as they should be, but I tried. So yeah, please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram because that's where I post everything from Chicago to Milwaukee and now Indy. I'll leave all my stuff in the description, and thank you for watching.